This is my third attempt at this update because I cannot figure out where this camera is aiming. I don't know if I'm in the shot. Hello! Welcome to the Questor update. Today is Friday, July 8th, I think. This morning started out not so great. It began with a trip to the doctor because I have an ear infection. So I had to go pick up some ear drops. These are not them. This is CA glue. If I put this in my ears, then I'm in trouble. But I made this the other day in 10 or 15 minutes because I got frustrated with these little bottles. I don't know why they make them so easy to knock over. So now I have this little box here where they pretty much stay up. If they fall over, that's as far as they go. So now when I use one, I use it, and then when I'm done with it, I put it back. My rule is always put it back, and it works. So that alleviated some frustration there. But today, after going to the doctor, I went to various thrift stores and other stores looking for wire hangers because I was trying to figure out a landing gear configuration that I could easily attach and detach without using any tools. And basically, nobody had any wire hangers. Everybody says they throw them away. They just throw them away. I finally had to go to 2 different stores to find 2 wire hangers because they only had 1 each. So I finally got 2 wire hangers and brought them home, broke them apart, and I started bending them because I was just doing this as a prototype to try to figure out what I needed to do to bend the actual wire that I'm going to be using. I might have to even make a triangle and braze it and do it, but I don't know. I wasted the day trying to figure out a design, and I came up with a complete blank, so I felt like I'd wasted a day. I had the entire day to work on this with the exception of going to the doctor and all that crap. But I had to do something, and I deliberated for a long time whether I should proceed to this stage or not. But I finally decided, yeah, I'm just going to do it because this is pretty much on its way, and I can leave the top and the bottom open to do the landing gear and the wing work. But basically what I did was I boxed in the fuselage. Basically I put the front former in here, and I've drilled a hole in there for the nyrod for the throttle control, and I've got a back plate up here and a plate down here, and then the boom slides in here. Now the boom has a spacer in between it, which is right here, so when it's in place, it fills in that gap, so it completes the box. And I can kind of show you that. Basically, I've determined that I have to install this upside down for those pins to stay out of the way. But basically, once I get this spacer in here, what that'll do is ensure this width here, so I can get this angle right. So this is square, and that's what this jig in here is for. I got to make another spacer in here as well, so I get this angle just right so it's square. Because when it's square, then it just slides right in like so. And that's not attached, so I have to get that square so it goes in flush. I can do it without breaking. And then I put my locking pins down, both sides, and there you've got a basic airframe. So there's the fuselage. I don't know what I'm doing with the wing yet. I've got to, this front former's not completely done. I don't have it all reinforced with triangle stock, and I need to trim this down and put a piece on the front here, and I don't know what that's going to look like yet because I don't know how I'm going to attach the wing. It may be something where it hooks in on the front and then I put 2 bolts in the back, or maybe I'll use 4 bolts. I'm really looking for a design that allows me to put the wing on and take it off without any kind of removable pins or bolts or anything like that. But I don't know what that's going to look like, and that's off into the future. But basically, it's on its way. I now have a box to work with, which means I can finish up the boom here. I can start working on running the nyrods. I think I'm going to go ahead and use the nyrods because they're really not that much of a problem. I've got them on my other stick 30 plane, and temperature changes just haven't been that much of an issue, and they're easy to adjust if I need to. So anyway, that's where I'm at, and from there, where I go is anyone's guess. So stay tuned and enjoy. Oh, by the way, there's no cross plating on here or anything, sheeting, but this thing came out just like square as can be, no matter which angle I look at it. There's a little bit of bow on one side, but it's just square as can be. I don't know how I did that, but it's just, you know, I'm very pleased. Anyway, stay tuned.